Here, this is the story of Sam, 11-year-old Sam in the Canadian city of Toronto. He was very active since childhood in everything from sports to academics. Sam excelled in every field, but due to all this, he had become quite arrogant. He considers himself superior to his classmates, and also used to bully kids who scored low. There were many complaints against him, but since he was a bright student, everybody tried to explain things to him lovingly, but Sam did not listen to anyone. Sam had topped the class again that year. His pride was at its peak. He also asked Santa for his favorite action figure for Christmas on Christmas Eve. That day an idea came to Sam's mind. He wanted to see Santa with his own eyes. He decided that after the clock struck 12 at night, when everyone would be asleep, he would sit near the Christmas tree. You will hide at a place and watch Santa coming. It will be around 12:30 at night. Everyone in Sam's house was asleep. Sam came out of his room quietly and hid in a lower cabinet in the kitchen. The Christmas tree was clearly visible through the crack in that cabinet door. Sam was sitting there waiting for Santa when he heard the sound of bells ringing from somewhere. According to the story, this sound should have been that of Santa's reindeer sleigh, i.e. Santa's vehicle. Sam got very excited. He was sure he would get a chance to see Santa that night. Just then Sam heard the sound of someone coming down the chimney. Sam was sitting with his eyes fixed on the chimney when he saw someone's feet coming down the chimney. But those feet did not look like those of a human being, but like those of an animal. Sam was not able to understand anything, and suddenly a very scary creature came out of that chimney. Turns out, he had 2 horns on his head and his face was like that of a demon. He was breathing heavily and there was a wound in his hand. The fire was a burning wooden rod. Sam screamed as soon as he saw him, and that monster attacked Sam. I saw him sitting inside the cabinet. He started running towards Sam, but then Sam came out of the cabinet and ran towards his room. He was screaming, but no one could hear his screams. That creature was like a monster. And he followed her and climbed onto the living room ceiling. Sam's heart was beating out of his body, and in no time that monster grabbed Sam and laid him on the ground. The monster bit Sam's hand. He applied a hot rod, and as soon as the hot rod touched him, Sam started having seizures. Hey friends, seemed to have gone into a trance and his eyes had turned completely red. Sam was screaming in pain and no one could hear. Slowly Sam's eyes closed and he fell down on the ground. When Sam woke up the next day, he was in the hospital. He had a bandage on his hand and his family members were sitting near him. He told Sam he saw her in the living room in the morning. He was found lying with a burnt piece of wood near his hand. Everyone assumed that Sam was playing with burning wood in the fireplace at home, due to which he burnt his hand. Sam tried many times to tell the truth about that night. Sam also said that while he was having seizures, he was remembering different things, as if he could see before his eyes all the bad deeds that he had done because of his arrogance. Bullying kids in class, misbehaving, never helping anyone. He told all this many times to his family members, but no one listened to him. Sam was discharged from the hospital after about a week. After that incident, he couldn't sleep at night, so he did research on the internet. So the results that came in front of him were shocking. The monster he saw that night was Krampus. According to legends, Krampus is believed to be the dark shadow of Santa Claus, which scares all those people who trouble others too much. When Sam read more about Krampus, he understood everything. He had come, and from that day onwards he decided to change his behavior and become a good person. He thought that by doing this Krampus would never come back. But then one night the same monster returned to Sam. And since then I have not been able to sleep soundly.